Everyone knows me as Flash, but my real name is actually Craig McIver. I'm captain of Hard to Overcome. I own a paintball supply store, which is Paintball Addiction, and I'm president of the Adrenaline Paintball Club. I live in Moe, Victoria, and first time I played paintball was 23 years ago.
I'm Sarah Birch. I do paintball photography. I'm from Whittlesea in Victoria. This is currently my 3rd year doing paintball. What do you feel is the most important aspect of building an enduring paintball team?
Firstly, when you start out looking to form a paintball team, I always find you got to look for a bunch of guys you get along with, for starters. You can be the best players in the world, but if you don't get along on and off the field, it can cause a lot of tension. So always best to start with your mates, get together and see if you'll always find one might drop off eventually, but you'll end up with a core group of guys. I also find that with a paintball team, it's always best to have, if you got to have trust with the guys on the field and off the field, and loyalty. It's just something I've always looked for. I trust all my guys, and I'll back them to the hilt.
Do you sit there and socialise a little bit outside of being at paintball, obviously?
Always, yeah. If we can, we'll try and get, even just go out for a couple of drinks. Or one time we went for a hike together up on the 1,000 steps down at the Dandenong Ranges, just to get away, clear our heads and all that, and just have a bit of a chat, and that was really good.
And sit there and sort of learn how they think and their ideas on life and that sort of thing.
Because everyone, some of us are married now, some of us have got kids, some of us are still single. Everyone has a different aspect on life, and they've got their own little things they've got to do as well. So we all try and, even when we train, we try and work in with each other.
What opportunities and pressures come from team sponsorship?
Interesting. Besides the fact that my team's sponsored by Dye, I find that when you take on a proper sponsorship deal, not just getting cheap components and that, there is a bit of pressure the first couple of times you go out, because you are looked at in a sort of different way, because we're a factory team now for Dye. People expect us to win all the time. There's not every time you can win. There's other things we have to do, more social media, that type of stuff. I find that with Paintball Addiction, I do sponsor a couple of teams, try and do the best thing by them. I don't put them under any pressure whatsoever. I just want them to go out there and have fun playing paintball.
Yeah, of course.
Because if they're out there having fun and playing paintball, they're advertising for me as much as they possibly can.
They're putting your name out there.
Exactly. So, and Dye, they've been fantastic for us. We've been now since 2013. We started with them, and they bend over backwards for us. They do everything possible, and as far as I know, they're happy with us, and they want to keep on sponsoring us, which is a good thing. So,
yeah, definitely.
And we just love playing paintball.
Yeah. What is it like having another McIver on the field?
Tanner, yes. anyone who doesn't know, Tanner, my son, has just become legal in the state of Victoria to play paintball. He trained with us for about 3 or 4 times, played his first event at the Vic Fives last round, so he played his first ever tournament, and today he come here and played. So for me it's a fantastic thing, because I got to stand alongside of him and actually play a game of paintball with him for the whole day, and we ended up winning the event. You know, it's just something that you look forward to. I've always said, well, I actually want to play with my son. He knows that, like, when he hopped on with us today, we have this expectation of how we want to perform on the field. We don't want to not put in 100%.
Oh, of course.
So he was probably that little bit nervous in the morning, but once he realised, just go out there and everything we've taught you, go do it, and it all worked out. Yeah. And he had a good time, hopefully.
Dare say so with getting first place.
Can't go wrong. Okay, what drew to paintball photography?
So I started in paintball photography purely because of a great bunch of mates that I've got with NRG. They were heading over to Malaysia. They headed over 1 year prior to me. They loved it so much and raved over it that I really wanted to go over there and take some photos for them. So what I did was I started at Bass Coast, was my first ever event.
Yes.
3 years ago. And I just really wanted to start a Facebook page and hopefully get noticed.
Yes.
So I could sit there and take some photos on a field rather than behind a net over in Malaysia. And then I got the opportunity to do so.
What advice would you give someone who is interested in paintball photography?
To give it a go, to be honest.
Yep.
So anyone, or even just new to the sport, people don't sort of understand what paintball is.
Yes.
They sit there and think, oh, it's your typical party, bucks party kind of.
Exactly.
That sort of bush ball. And no one sort of understands what tournament paintball is, or even the scenario stuff. Like.
Exactly.
Until they know someone that does it, or word of mouth, or that sort of thing, they sort of don't really know that it exists. So.
I probably know the answer to this one, but what is the biggest challenge or reward of doing what you do?
To be honest, getting praise at events with people coming up to you saying, hey, I love this shot.
Yep.
I really want this as my cover photo, my profile picture, and noticing it on Facebook. Like, I will sit there and I get notifications through people commenting and liking and sharing. And it's just the feedback. Like, paintball's a family, and
it is. It's a close community, I find.
Yeah.
Yeah, and half the people that you're friends with at paintball, you probably would never be friends with in a normal situation.
Yeah.
And it's only just because of that paintball game that you're actually all together and have fun.
And they'll do anything for you.
Exactly. Yeah, you can ask paintballers to come give you a hand to do something, and they'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll jump at it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right.